This episode of the Rods Podcast with Maddie West is brought to you by Spuds and Stuff. I still get asked all the time. The answer is yes. I would not lie to you about Philly cheesesteaks. Nobody in this city makes a better Philly cheesesteak than Jason at Spuds and Stuff. You can trust me when I tell you that Jason at Spuds and Stuff makes the best Philly in town. He used to bring me in, Maddie.
I know.
Throughout his process, he'd ask for my feedback. We'd make fine-tune. We'd make adjustments. We'd fine-tune his recipe. And what he wound up with was sheer perfection. Try it for yourself if you don't believe me. And also, don't forget the delicious spuds, like the barbecue spud, the taco spud, the Raging Cajun, the Philly cheesesteak spud, the chicken bacon ranchers. Know is your favorite?
My fave.
Or my favorite, the buffalo spud. They're at 2403 Washington Avenue on Evansville's east side, and the location at 41 in Boonville, New Harmony has now reopened. They're hiring for drivers at both locations.
Nice.
And I also want to tell you that today's episode is brought to you by All About You DJ.
Ooh, my favorite.
Let All About You DJ host your next wedding party or event.
Did that.
All About You DJ specializes in wedding receptions as well as any other private parties, including birthdays, engagement parties, school dances, or any other special event you may need a DJ for. We work with you to ensure that your entertainment is perfect for your event. At All About You DJ, your event is not only important to you, but it's also important to us. We want to make it memorable for all those involved. All About You provides everything you need to make your wedding the event of your dreams, from dazzling photo booths to ensure your wedding is one that your guests will never forget, to gorgeous uplighting to make sure your wedding photos really pop. All About You offers several different packages to fit your needs. You can even ask for me, the Rob, to host your party. Check out our 5-star reviews on Google and Facebook.com/AllAboutYouDJ. Give us a call at 812-402-0610 or check us out online at allaboutyoudj.com. If you would like to advertise on the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West, please email the Rob's Podcast at gmail.com.
Yup.
So good to see you, Maddie.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good.
How was your week?
It was good. Happy to be back.
I'm happy to have you back.
Wearing my tracksuit today.
Yeah,
looking like a Spice Girl.
I was going to say, you do look late 90s, early 2000s.
Thank you.
So it's a different kind of outfit for you.
Yeah. I'm feeling it, though. I got it at a Shelley store. So I'm feeling very extravagant today.
Doing morning radio, we used to just see each other like in our jammies.
Literally pajamas, which is like what I wear anyway most of the time.
And then since we do it once a week now, it's just like, hey.
I actually put makeup on for like the first time all week.
Element too.
Yeah.
But I've been surprised. One thing that I thought that Facebook would be like the main source.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it might be the main source, but I thought it'd be like 90% Facebook, where it's kind of like 50%, or maybe even less than that Facebook. We got approved for Amazon podcast this week. So if that's an easier way for you to listen, I don't know. I mean, like the streaming numbers or the download numbers have been strong, outside of Facebook. But
yes, thank you for that.
Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
all
Spotify,
the podcasts.
Yeah. Amazon Podcasts.
Listen, subscribe, leave a review.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Thanks for
doing that.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. Happy Friday.
Means a lot.
So
I like it.
Oh, I have a few more things I want to start with.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
One of our friends who used to be on the radio with us, Sunny.
Okay.
Her?
Yeah.
She wanted me to let you know that there's a GoFundMe set up for someone in her family who got COVID.
Oh.
And I adore Sunny.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that people knew that if you wanted to help her
and
donate, I will put in the comments on the Facebook video
a link
to that.
Okay.
So yeah, she's always been super supportive of this. And,
right.
I want to repay that to her. So.
Oh my gosh, I hope they're doing well.
Yeah, I hope so too. I believe it's mother or father-in-law. I don't remember exactly, but
that's so sad.
Yeah, so we'll keep them in our thoughts and prayers.
Let's help them out.
If you've got anything you can spare for them, I'll put that link in our comments.
For sure.
Once this podcast is over.
Yep.
What's going on with you? Hey.
Not much. What?
More. Okay. I gave you homework last week.
You did?
I asked you to watch the greatest music video ever made, according to both myself and President Trump. Did you get to watch?
Just for the record, I watched it because you said it was your favorite, not because Donald Trump said it's his favorite.
I'll take that. Did you see it?
I did. I watched it, right?
Yeah.
My phone battery's dead now. I grew some gray hairs. It was like
it's so long.
It's the longest music video I think I've ever watched.
Minutes.
Yeah, I think it was like a little over 9 minutes But when I first saw that, I was like, holy moly, this is like a short film. It's like not.
Well, the song on the album is like 8:55.
Really?
So
well, yeah. I mean, there was no part there wasn't music happening. Some music videos are really long, and there's like a part where it's like like it cuts to scene or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like narrative.
Right. No, there's it's just all music. But okay, and it's so funny that you're bringing this up because I went down a rabbit hole after this because I was like, why did she die? How did she die?
Everybody, yes.
Why did she die? How did she die? Why is she dead? Why did that guy ruin a perfectly good cake? He was being a bit dramatic.
I love that guy.
There was but in all of the holes that I went down, my question never once was answered.
So, okay.
It's all theories.
That's the thing. So it's based on this short story called Without You by Del James.
Okay.
Which is super duper hard to find. And if you're going to try to find the book, it's like hundreds of dollars.
Okay.
But it's not very long. I found one illegally and I downloaded it. And it's think of a Word document, normal sized font, but single spaced. It was probably 15 pages.
Okay, not bad.
No answers.
It
gave me I read the whole thing.
I was really, you were really getting me there.
The only thing I can tell you is she is in a mirrored casket, which means that she got mangled in some way.
What do you mean mangled?
What's
a mirrored casket?
If you look at the casket in the video, it's split and you can only see half of her.
Oh, okay.
And the other half of her is mirrored. So that the other part of her body would be grotesque.
Gotcha.
Whatever happened to her, we don't exactly know. But
she was mangled by all those people at the reception, right?
How would she? What do you mean?
Well, they were all running all over each other and jumping all. Maybe that's how she died.
I don't think that would be the kind. I don't think she died at the wedding.
Then who did it?
I don't know.
Pissed off about
it. Sounds like you liked the video.
I did. I liked it. It was intriguing.
Yeah.
My favorite part was the church in just the middle of the desert.
I love that.
With Slash just ripping it. That was my favorite part.
Axl went on to. I think he married that girl. I know he dated her for a long time.
What, the actual girl in the video?
Mm-hmm. Wow. That was his real life, I believe, wife. And she is a daughter. Her name's Erin Everly, and she's. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Erin Everly was the first girlfriend. Stephanie Seymour was that girl. I think he married both of them, to be honest with you.
Well, good for him. He's doing well.
But she's pretty, wasn't she?
Yeah, gorgeous.
That dress.
Yes.
I just love that whole. I'm glad you watched it.
It was awesome. I definely get it, and especially for its time back when it first came out. I'm sure it was just epic.
Yeah.
I was reading about it. It was over $1 million just to make that. And back then, it was unheard of to do that.
And I believe it has the coveted over 1 billion views.
Oh, wow.
On YouTube, which is it broke it. I think it was the first song before, older than 2010 to break that or something.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a legendary music video. And I'm glad.
But what does November Rain even mean?
November Rain to me means just it's a downtime in your life.
Okay.
Something you will get through, but is difficult.
This
right
too
now.
shall pass.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yes,
Got
which
it.
I know means something to you.
Right.
You have that tattooed on your body.
I do. It's literally inked on me for life. Thanks,
I think
Shell.
it literally means this too shall pass.
Okay.
I mean, the key line in that song is nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain.
Right. I got that. And I was but then when the way everyone was running from the rain, I was it's just rain, bro.
That's the thing. It's a little confusing.
I was reading this review about it because I was, again, down a rabbit hole. And this guy was they were acting like it was boiling water rain falling from the sky. And I was they really were. But I did really like it. It was cool. And I almost like it better that we don't really have answers. And here we are 20-something years later, what the fuck happened?
It's almost. So that song came out in 91. And I think the video came out in 92.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do you like the song too?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. I had heard it before, just
sure.
bits and pieces and stuff. But yeah, it's the first time definitely I've ever listened to probably any Guns N' Roses song, start to finish.
You know Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever listened to it start to finish.
Really?
Yeah.
You never listened to Welcome to the Jungle, start to finish?
Probably not.
You're kidding me.
No, I mean, if it's on, I've never put it on myself, but if it's on somewhere, maybe.
Oh, I mean, if you want me to make you a Guns N' Roses playlist, holy cow.
Put all the best ones on there.
Yeah,
I'll listen to it.
For sure. There's some amazing songs.
Yeah?
So,
okay.
But thank you for doing your homework. I know it took a long time because it's a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
But,
Shelly did get Woodson over the weekend a little Guns N' Roses sweatshirt. Yeah, a little baby toddler Guns N' Roses sweatshirt.
Wardrobe, it just makes my heart sing.
I know.
My son has it. You've seen it because one of my profile pictures was, I called it Sweet Child of Mine. Yeah, we both had our Guns N' Roses shirts on.
So sweet.
I love being a dad.
I do think WAP was a better music video.
Fair enough. I won't take
I just had to say it out loud just because in my brain I was say it, Maddie. Say it with your chest.
You told me to ask you about a few things.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of babies, what is Baby at Mall?
Oh, so we went to the mall last weekend, Shelly and I did, and we went shopping, and we took Woodson. And
You're in Evansville?
no, we went to Indy, stayed in Indy for the night, went shopping up there, and it was a lot of fun. It was cool because it was just me, my mom, and Woodson. It was just, Kent was at a bachelor party. And so instead of like sitting
right,
home
about that.
and like stewing in my emotions all weekend, I was like, got to get out of the house, got to go do something. I was like, let's go shopping. So we did. And if there was anything that was going to solidify my decision to never have another child, that was it.
Going to the mall with Woodson?
Going to the mall with Woodson.
Oh, he's at that age.
Yes. Literally. I feel like all I did for 2 days straight is just yell at that kid. Get back in the fucking car seat. That's what I was doing. Like, whew. And I'm like, you know what? People that crank them out back to back and that have like toddlers at the same time. Why? How? Yeah. Is it just mine?
Oh my God, no.
Right.
No.
So then why are we doing it?
Well, because people want to have a family. They have certain,
it just ain't worth it.
Well, I think about like I know people who've had triplets.
Not okay.
And like I know how. So we have 2 parents and 1 baby.
Right.
And sometimes the odds are not in our favor.
Right.
Like,
even though you're not even outnumbered.
No, I know exactly.
You're still outnumbered.
And like I think like about people who have triplets, like holy cow, there's I don't even know how I would do it.
Right.
Brittany only has 2 nipples.
I know.
Like, I don't know how you could even.
My sister had twins, and at the time I'm like, this is awesome, twins. And I'm like, if I found out I was having twins right now, sayonara. You're never gonna see me again.
Nice knowing you.
I'm gone. I'm not leaving this doctor's office until I don't have twins anymore.
I remember like if it encourages you, you know my sister. You like my sister. I've heard you say nice things about my sister.
Yeah, I love her.
Her terrible twos are like the things of legend.
Yeah.
Like my mom still tells horror stories, and I remember a lot of them because when she was 2, I was 9.
Yeah, so you were there.
And
Old enough to remember.
She was
awful.
Unbearable.
Yeah.
2 and 3, she was just like, just a nightmare.
Yeah.
I remember my mom had to, she reversed, and she was a single mom at the time because my dad had passed. When my sister was too.
Oh, that's so young.
Yeah,
wow.
I know.
Wow.
So yeah, that 2 or 3 was when she,
either way,
so
geez.
I remember my mom had to like reverse the door handle on my sister's bedroom door so that we could lock it from the outside.
Oh,
and not the inside because she would lock us out.
That's not a bad idea.
And she also installed.
Write that down.
She also installed. I'm being totally serious. A reverse peephole.
So she could look at her?
So we could look into the bedroom and like that. I'm being totally serious. It was just uproarious.
I am like getting to that point where I'm starting to get at my wit's end, especially because I'm home with him all day long. And he's at that age where it's like, you can't really like I say, I yell at him. Like I'll be stern with him. I'll tell him, no, listen to me. You're not going to, I'll put my foot down. But he's at that age where it's like, he knows he's doing something wrong and he's doing it on purpose. But also, you don't scare him. And I don't want to scare my kid. I don't want him to be afraid of me. You know what I mean?
Hold on. I'll go as far as to say, like, I don't want him to be afraid of me, but there might be times when I want to scare him. Scare him straight, let's say.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that Woodson should be thankful that now we have the windows open in the house because it's been so nice lately. So I've had to take my yelling down a notch because I don't want my neighbors to call CPS.
So what you parent is different when your windows are open.
I'm like, my windows are... It's the same like when my dog's outside and the neighbors are outside. Usually I'm like, Minnie, get in the house. Now I'm just like, come here, puppy. She's like, who are you talking to?
You just remind me of something that deeply affected me that happened yesterday.
Uh-oh.
We left our house, left our subdivision, and there was a big dead dog right out front of our neighborhood.
No.
It was so sad.
At that on that road in front of your neighborhood?
It was like, and then by the time we got there, it was like it got moved to a yard, and you can just see it and it's a big dog. It was probably a love dog.
That's someone's pet. Yeah,
it made me so sad.
That is the worst. Like, you see a cat hit and it's devastating, but when you see like a dog hit, that's just like a different kind of like, fuck.
Yeah.
That slept on someone's couch at night. You know what I mean?
It could have.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, there's like stray cats everywhere, and I love cats. You know me, I'm a cat person. There's stray cats everywhere. So when I see a cat hit, I'm like, it's a stray. But there's not like big, huge stray dogs everywhere. That's just not a thing, really.
I mean, yeah, it was probably not a stray. Yeah.
Awful.
So.
I'll be nice to Minnie tonight, I guess, because of that.
I'm
like, you dumb bitch.
How is Minnie?
She's not dying. She's still here.
That's good.
Oh, I mean, so I have an English bulldog named Minnie. She's almost 9, which is crazy because her life expectancy is only 10, and this bitch shows no signs of going anywhere anytime. She's not. But yeah, so now we have a fenced-in yard, and it's been nice out the last few weeks. So I just kind of forget I have a dog sometimes. I just put her outside, let her do her thing, let her back in. Woodson uses her as a stepping stool to get into everything he's not supposed to get into. That's her purpose.
Watching Will and our dogs, particularly Daisy, is just like, oh my God.
I know, it's the cutest thing, right?
It warms my heart. Yeah. I love it.
I know. I was making a cake the other day, and I always like let Woodson lick the spoon or whatever, and it's so cute. He went up to Minnie, and he was like, isn't it good? Isn't it good? Tastes good, tastes good. And I look over there, and he's like feeding it to the dog, then feeding it to himself, then feeding it to the dog, then feeding it to himself.
Well, we've got like those little puffs, you know, like those Cheerio those Fruit Loop looking things, or like those little yogurt bites.
Yep.
And we'll just, he'll be in his high chair, and we'll just put some on his tray.
Yeah.
He just feeds them to the dogs.
Right.
And he just loves it.
Yeah. That's how Woodson is too.
Once he gets full, he's just like, here you go, guys.
Yep.
Like party time.
I know. It's just so cute to see Woodson do it because it's like, he was like encouraging Minnie, like, that's good, isn't it? Yum. This is good stuff, right? Like, isn't it the best? And here we are enjoying it together. This is the best day ever.
Yeah. It's the best watching them with their animals, I feel like.
Definitely.
We even put a picture up this week. I called it a boy and his best, boy and his best
when they're
friends.
looking out the window.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
That's just, isn't it sweet?
It's just so cute.
I know. That dog takes care of that boy. I love that dog.
I still like cats best.
That's ridiculous, but I'll let you.
I do have a cat now, too. I finally got one for my birthday after I adopted it from the War Humane Society after wanting one, for years.
Oh, yeah. You used to always tell Lindsay when she'd come in.
And I told her, I'm like, I would never adopt a cat if it wasn't from the War Humane Society because we've just got that history now.
That's where I get my
It'd be
animals
such
from,
a
too.
stab in the back.
Yeah.
If I didn't adopt, she'd be like, what the hell, Maddie? So, yeah.
You mentioned Kent went to a bachelor party earlier.
Yeah.
And one of the things you asked me to ask you about was bachelor party phone calls.
Oh, I wish. Well, actually, I don't because I probably wouldn't call him out like that. But I wish you could hear the phone calls that I was getting night one of the bachelor party, right? So he and his buddies, obviously he's in this guy's wedding. And
Can I make a guess?
Yeah.
Is it like, oh, babe, it's so bad. I don't even want to be here.
Yeah.
They want to go to a strip club.
You know how I feel about strip clubs.
Is that what it was?
No, not at all. Not at all. So
Okay, I was way off base.
They rented a cabin in Brown County, which is where I got engaged.
Yeah.
Browntown. Very special to me, very special to Kent. He was he grew up going there his whole life. Now we go there, we take Woodson there. It's really exciting. Anyway, he was like, oh, that's where, his friend wants to have his bachelor party. He's super excited about it. But there's no nightlife there. I mean, it's like a small little like old timey town. Everything closes early.
I couldn't think of it. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
Do I know like how he proposed?
I think so.
I knew it was in Brown County.
Yeah, and we were like, oh man, what national park is right there? Or national forest? Hoosier? Something
sure.
like that. It's just like a bit lakes and trees and hiking trails.
Was
and
Woodson
stuff.
involved?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can remind people. So
Yeah.
you gave, Woodson had the ring, right?
No, I was holding Woodson and he gave us a video to watch. And he was like, you guys need to watch this video. And it was like a video of our whole life together, start to finish and stuff like that. And then at the end, when I turned around, but we were actually on like the trails. There's all kind of walking trails. People camp there. It's like a huge forest, right? We were like up at the very top of one of these huge peaks. It overlooks all the pretty stuff. And that's where he proposed. But he had this big video made up for me and stuff. So anyways, it's a really special place to us. Kent goes there for this bachelor party. He loves the place, but it's definitely not somewhere you go to like party. So he was like, we'll do a majority of our partying in the cabin, huge cabin, hot tub, stuff like that. So he calls me Friday night and I hadn't been pressuring him. I kind of like, what was I really worried about? Like they're in Browntown. You know what I mean? They're not going to get in that much trouble in Brown County, Indiana. So he calls me and he's like, hello. And I'm like, oh God.
When you imitate, like sometimes when you imitate Kent, you do like a doofy voice.
Yeah.
The one that comes to mind first is him at the drive-thru. When you were imitating his voice, and it sounds like you're going to like, hello.
I Kent gets mad at me for doing that too. He's like, every time you tell a story, you have to give different people voices. I'll be like, yeah, my mom called me that day. And she's like, oh my gosh, Maddie. Like, he's like, why do you give people voices? Why can't you just be like, so my mom called me the other day and she was freaking out about this or whatever. And I'm like, I just add a little spice to the story. But no, this, I have to impersonate his voice because he is so drunk he can hardly speak.
Okay.
And he's like, hello? And I'm like, yep. And he's like, I can't find my phone anywhere.
The one he's talking
The
on?
one that he called me on, yes. I can't find my phone or phone charger or something like that. And he's like, I just had to call you because I have the hottest fucking wife. I'm like, okay. He's like, everybody here's got wives, but nobody's got you. I'm like, you're not wrong there, buddy. And he's just like, okay, I just have to tell you that I just am not doing well. I can't walk. Can't talk very well. I'm telling him, honey, maybe you should get some water.
Uh-huh.
Like, and this is me.
Yeah.
I am never on this end of the conversation.
You're correct. You're usually the one making
I'm
the call.
always the one that's like, can't give me some fucking Excedrin or something. But anyway, so I had to talk him down. And then he's like, I just need you to hold on a minute. I'm like, okay. And then he proceeds to explosively vomit on the other end of the phone for like 5 straight minutes, and I'm literally sitting there like in my fuzzy socks and like a flannel pajama pants in my bed listening to my husband at a bachelor party. Bro, he's like, I just had to call you because I'm just not doing well. I knew you'd help me. I just wish that you were here. I'm like, you have come a long way since like the booty holes in the face strip club like bouncing that you went for your bachelor party. So I don't know. I just had to share that story because I just thought it was hilarious. That
Like anytime I talk to like Brittany that way, I'm like, I got the hottest wife
Yeah.
I've ever seen. Like she gets like mad. Like I'm just like, just enjoy it. Like,
yeah. Well, it's like when Kent was saying it, I was just like, it's just because he was drunk. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, you've got the
But I
hottest.
haven't had a drink since 2018.
Yeah.
Like
You're genuine.
I'm of pure thought when I say these things.
Kent's just saying it because there's no other women around. So he's like, I guess you're the hottest.
Fair enough. This episode of the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West is brought to you by Gooden Consulting.
Oh, yeah.
If you are a tri-state business owner, especially lately, I'm sure you know how difficult it can be to keep everything going when your computers, networks, servers, and IT aren't working properly. Gooden Consulting wants to take those stresses off of your plate and be your friend in the IT world. Gooden Consulting oversees the IT for many businesses here in Evansville so that those companies don't have to worry about their networks failing, data breaches, computer viruses, secure backup, and much more. Gooden Consulting offers 24/7 system monitoring, providing you with true peace of mind, less downtime for you as they identify and solve problems before they even happen, fewer disruptions as they can provide most services remotely and overnight, and predictable budgeting as they will work with you to create a monthly flat rate for an all-inclusive IT service that monitors all of your company's hardware and software. Even if you're working from home, Gooden Consulting can keep your machines and information safe by establishing and maintaining reliable VPNs. Join the growing number of tri-state doctor's offices, dentist offices, law firms, realty groups, and other local businesses that have let Gooden Consulting be their friend in the IT world. Call Cody at 812-402-0611 or visit goodenconsulting.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West, please email the Rob's Podcast at gmail.com.
Booyah.
All right. Unless you have anything else from like your personal life you want to get to, I got some news items.
I'm ready.
Throw it to you. I got plenty
'Kay.
today. All right, so this first thing is a little recap of Kanye West over the past week.
Oh, how's he doing?
So
I haven't checked in a while.
Did you see that he shared a video of himself urinating on his Grammy Award?
No.
No, I'm serious.
That's
It's just
an
like,
episode I haven't caught yet of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
It's a Twitter. I think it happened maybe on Friday of last week, maybe even earlier than that.
He peed on his Grammy for what?
I don't even know. No one really knows. He captioned the video, "Trust me, I won't stop." I watched it. He puts the Grammy in the toilet, and he's clearly urinating on the Grammy.
Okay.
Let's
A Grammy, obviously, that he's won.
Oh yeah, and there's something else. So he started tweeting out because he's kind of feuding with his record label,
Okay.
and he was sharing images of his contracts. Have you ever seen his signature? Mm-mm. I bet you can just Google Kanye West signature, and it's laughable. It's so funny. It's become
What?
it's become a meme.
I have to Google it right now while
Okay,
you're doing this. Yeah, I'm going to look it up. Okay.
And for anyone at home, it just like, I can't even, it's not like sloppy. It's not, it's just so strange.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so do you have it there? I guarantee you'll, because it's becoming a meme.
Is it that?
That's not the one I saw.
Okay, hold on. Let me keep looking.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to get your reaction.
Or that?
That looks like it. Hold on.
Or that?
Yeah, that's like what it looks like. It's all these just weird lines. It's like not a signature. Hold on a second. Kanye West signature? Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Why?
It's like a 2 followed by, hold on, let's try.
Like a fancy A.
Like an A with a tail on the wrong side.
Yeah. Like
Right.
an Egyptian A.
That's the exact one I saw. That's the one I was looking for.
What?
That's how he signed his record label contracts.
He is so odd.
He's an odd guy.
Is he doing that so like it's not really his signature? Is he just trying to be weird?
No, I think that was him.
Oof.
That may have even been back
Yeah,
before.
because here it is again.
Yeah, right? It's weird.
That is so weird. And listen, I signed West a long, long time. It's not that hard.
Now you need to sign it like that.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that.
We should make that the name of today's episode.
The Rob podcast with Maddie.
Or like, is there a way we can make that symbol like the name for the episode? That'd be funny.
Like just edit it right over West right here. I just want that. I want just that little A thing. Make it happen, Tony Tripp.
We'll try to do that. So the rumor mill is that Kim Kardashian is looking for a tactful way to divorce him.
There's none.
What do you do with it? Do you wait? Do you wait this one out?
I don't know. I don't think there's a what's that word?
Tactful?
Tactful.
Yeah,
Tactical.
with
I was thinking tactical. I was like, she's gonna go in there fucking guns blazing.
So let's see. Oh, he posted somebody's from Forbes, this guy Randall Lane.
Yeah.
He called this guy a white supremacist, then posted his personal phone number, and Twitter locked him out for 12 hours.
Oh.
It's the best.
I deleted Twitter in my effort to be on social media less, but when stuff like this happens, I'm like, man, I really want to see those Kanye tweets.
So he's having a few with this record label, and this also encouraged him. He tweeted that he's trying to help Taylor Swift get her master recordings back. So you know Taylor Swift is also feuding with her record label,
right,
because Scooter Braun owns her masters. Which, to be honest with you,
bullshit.
I think he paid for them personally.
Oh, did he?
That's the way the music business works.
Okay.
Whatever. A lot of people disagree with me on that, but if Taylor wants them, she can buy them back if possible or whatever. Anyway, he's trying to help her now get her masters back, but it's not
okay.
He says he's going to help her, but I don't think there's anything he can do that she can't. So
well, and it's Kanye West. Who are we going to take more seriously in this situation? Taylor Swift or Kanye West?
Kanye West 2020 is a big question.
I'm just saying.
So I saw that. I remember we used to talk about this on the air. Mm-hmm. Time Magazine listed their most influential people of the year.
Okay, cool. I like this, and it's never even people. They always throw groups and shit in there.
This is mostly. I think it's like all people.
Okay.
So I'm
here for it.
They've got into different categories. First is the pioneers category.
Oh, so it's not just like one big influential person.
I think the person who got
break it.
The cover photo went to Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I don't know who that is.
You always say that, and I always tell you. He's the guy who's he's in charge of the coronavirus for the US.
Okay. I do know who that is.
He's on like CNN all the time, and he was updating people.
You always say that, and I always tell you. Yes, you do. Sounds like Kent.
There's like 4 different pieces of tape where you're like, I have no idea who that is. And I'm always like, he's the guy on CNN.
You lost me at doctor. I was just like, nope, don't know who it is.
The first name is Megan the Stallion. Is one of the people.
I love her. Hot girl Meg. Do I think she's influential?
Yeah.
I did the WAP dance, so sure.
NBA superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yep.
I don't even know who this person is.
I don't have a clue.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. You want to try?
Yeah, sure.
Here, look at this one.
This guy?
That's the one.
I would say Giannis, and then I would say Antetokounmpo. Okay, no, let me really try. Anteto.
I can already hear the quick hit.
Hold on. Un.
You did a good. That was good.
Thank you.
So that's one.
I know somebody's out there being really offended, like right now, like it's like you dumbass.
The way you always say it differently. How do you not know John is Antetokounmpo?
Oh my gosh, he's like one of the most influential people of all time.
I know Michael Jordan.
That's as far as my basketball goes.
In the artist category, which I would have put Megan Thee Stallion in.
Oh, so she was a pioneer. They're calling her a pioneer. Okay.
Artist, The Weeknd.
Love him. You know.
I feel like this wasn't his most influential year, but okay.
I would say it's his most influential year in pop music, probably.
I don't think so.
You don't think?
Personally.
I feel like he had more like pop singles this year than any other year.
A few years, like that first year he had was a pretty monster year.
Yeah, with Star. Yeah. Okay.
Even before Starboy.
Okay.
The year wrapped up with like The Hills and Can't Feel My Face. And
I guess those were all radio songs too.
Halsey.
Okay. I love Halsey.
I agree.
I love Halsey. Love The Weeknd.
Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, I forgot about her.
I mean, but like,
what is she doing that's influential?
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's a great artist.
Yeah, I think she's great. I forgot about her though.
Another person whose heyday was like 15 years ago.
Right.
Is there something I'm missing?
I'm sure she's great, but yeah, did I miss something that she's doing?
Selena Gomez.
Oh gosh.
Again, a little over. I think.
I'm tired of Selena Gomez.
Are you?
Yeah. I think that she's fine. I think she's nice. I mean, I've never met her, but I think that she's nice. But sometimes I just think that, I'm going to say it. Okay. Sometimes I think that she's just like a bit of an attention whore, kind of like a crybaby, where she's just like, oh.
I don't disagree.
My life is so horrible. And I'm like, you're Selena fucking Gomez.
I know. Yeah, sit down.
My toddler said fucking fuck the other day. The world has bigger problems than you crying on your couch in your mansion.
Michael B. Jordan. First of all, this year, Michael Jordan, the real Michael Jordan, should have been on here with that documentary being like the biggest thing ever.
Excellent. I've watched a couple episodes now, and I'm loving it. Loving it.
Michael B. Jordan is a great actor. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Again, am I missing something?
Yeah.
Did he do something cool recently?
Comedian Ali Wong.
She's awesome.
She's good.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily consider her influential.
Same. All right, leaders. And this is the person who I believe got the cover is Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I have no idea.
I was just waiting for it. You cannot argue with the fact that President Trump is influential.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
Joe Biden and his running mate Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
I agree with both of those.
Mm-hmm. All influential people.
Supreme Court Justice John Roberts. I think being on the Supreme Court makes you influential.
Yeah.
Although I know it's a week old at this point, but the notorious RGB.
R.I.P.
Or RBG.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, RBG. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah. She
probably the most influential of all influentials right there.
Yeah. And of all the justices. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I think maybe had this article been done a month later, she may have gotten
definitely.
The spot.
I'm sure she's been on there some point at some time for sure in this category.
Chinese leader Xi Jinping.
That was much easier to say than the other guy's name.
I'm hoping I said it right.
Yeah.
German leader Angela Merkel.
Okay.
Merkel?
I feel like if they're leaders, then they're definitely influential.
Yeah. Then there's Titans. Gabrielle Union and her husband Dwayne Wade.
I literally was like, what do the fucking Tennessee Titans have to do with any? I was like,
just Titans in general.
Okay.
Tyler Perry.
Okay. By the way, I love Gabrielle Union.
Why do I not really care about her?
I don't know. I don't follow anything that she does necessarily, but I love that she's always the first one to just be like.
I watched her. The only exposure I've had to her is she did a season of America's Got Talent.
Oh, okay.
Last season
yeah, she did.
I just found her to be kind of annoying and didn't add much to the show.
I feel like anytime there's a big controversy going on, she's always one of the people that uses her voice in a good way.
That's true. Okay, I can get with that.
So I like her for that.
Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
As a Raiders player, I have to hate Mahomes.
Fair enough.
The fact he just signed, I'm not joking, a $500 million contract with the Chiefs.
Yeah, no,
the biggest, and I think all time. I'm pretty sure.
The all-time biggest, if I'm not mistaken.
Then he proposed to his girlfriend, who I find highly annoying.
Why is she annoying?
Because she gets $500 million.
She gets half of it.
But I have a hard time wrapping my head around the fact that he just like plays football and he has that much money. That's nuts to me. That anybody can just play a sport and make that much money is mind-boggling to me. But also that he's like 3 years old. Like he's younger than me. He's younger than my younger sister. Yeah. I'm just like, what? Like I graduated high school before you even came into high school. To me, that just is mind-blowing that you're that young making that much money.
But you know what?
But he's influential. Every kid out there is getting the Mahomes haircut for sure.
The next category is icons. I think this is the last category.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter founders Alicia Garza, Patrice Coolers, and Opal Tometi.
Definitely influential.
Especially this year. It's been a huge focus of the media and, social media.
It's been a movement.
Billy Porter from Pose. I don't know what that is.
Pose? I have no... Billy Porter, that name sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar to me.
Do you want me to look him up?
Let's do it,
Or maybe her. I guess it could be a her. Okay.
I associate...
I'm still on Kanye West's signature. Which is funny again. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so he's an actor. But he always wears all the dresses to the red carpet.
I think he was on...
he was on something.
The Masked Singer.
Maybe that was it.
I had no idea who he was, but Britney
Maybe that was it.
I may have seen
He's going to be the fairy godmother in Cinderella.
I think he was on Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
But not as a cast member, like as either a host or a cameo role.
Yeah. I haven't been exposed to him too much.
By the way, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Did you hear? You know how Alec Baldwin plays Trump?
Yes.
But he's not like a cast member, but he's signed, like he's got a contract.
Right.
Jim Carrey has
I saw that.
He has a contract with Saturday Night Live. He's going to be playing Biden.
I know. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Just a few episodes ago, I was saying he's the greatest actor of all time.
Yeah, you were. I was there for that, and I agreed. I was like, he is an excellent actor.
Another crazy thing is SNL rejected him. He tried to get on SNL.
What, like years ago? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And he wound up on Living Color.
What a loss.
I mean, he made up.
Not that SNL's hurting. You know, they're doing fine.
They rejected him in like 91, 92, I think, and then in like 94 he hosted the show. Like that's got to be.
Drink that Kool-Aid, bitch.
I like that Kool-Aid. Soccer star Megan Rapinoe. I don't
think I know who that is.
I think you would.
Okay. Did they maybe win? Are they from the league that won? Like
yeah, but that was more than a year ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I don't know why
what?
It's this year. Megan Rapinoe, Rapinoe. Doesn't she have short hair?
Yes, purple.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Can I see her? That's who I thought it was.
That's who you're thinking of. Yes.
She was everywhere, but like a year ago.
Yeah.
And
after they won.
Yeah.
After they won
World Cup.
Yeah. That's the word I was looking for.
And then tennis star Naomi Osaka.
I don't know who that is. I've never played tennis in my life.
So those are bits and pieces of who Time called influential this year.
I agree with most of those.
Yeah, a lot of them we agree with. A lot of them we didn't agree with.
Yeah.
All right, I know you like guessing celebrity ages.
Oh, yep.
Here's a spin on this.
Okay.
I'm going to give you celebrity siblings.
Ooh.
I need you to tell me the younger one, the youngest one.
Okay.
So for example, the Jonas Brothers, Nick, Joe, and Kevin.
Nick is the youngest.
Good job.
Joe is the middle and Kevin is the oldest.
Look at you go. 28, 31, and 32. All right, Venus and Serena Williams.
I believe Venus is older. No.
Absolutely right.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Absolutely right.
Cool.
All right, I don't really know who Frankie Grande is. Do you know who that is? Ariana's brother?
Yes, I think he's older than Ariana.
By 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, their ages are just like ours. Ariana's 27, Frankie's 37.
Wow.
All right, what about the Hemsworths, Liam and Chris?
Liam Hemsworth is younger than Chris Hemsworth.
This one I knew. Liam is 30, Chris, like me, 37.
Cool.
He's holding up a little bit better.
They're all holding up just fine.
The Kardashian sisters, I'm sure you know this. Kourtney, Khloe, and Kim.
Khloe is the youngest, Kim is the middle, Kourtney is the oldest.
Say it again.
Khloe is the youngest, Kim is the middle, Kourtney is the oldest.
I would have thought Kim was the oldest, but
no.
Okay.
Kourtney's 41.
Khloe's 36, Kim is 39. What about brother Rob?
He's the baby.
Very good, 33.
Yep.
What about Beyonce and Solange?
Solange is younger.
You've gotten every single one right. You want to guess their ages?
Well, we know that from the other day that Beyonce's like 37 or 38.
Beyonce is 39.
39.
What do we know from the other day? What does that mean?
Whenever we were doing over under 40, Beyonce was one of them, and I knew that she was under 40. And I would say Solange I think she's quite a bit younger. I'll call her.
This.
Yeah, I'd call her 31.
34.
34. Okay.
What about the Fanning sisters, Dakota and Elle?
Oh, gosh. I didn't even. Well, I would say Dakota's older because I think she's the only one I know.
Very good. 26 and 22.
Cool.
Ashley and Jessica Simpson. I think this one's easy.
Yeah, Jessica Simpson's older.
40 and 35.
Yeah.
Wait, this last one.
Okay.
The Olsen sisters. So you have Mary Kate and Ashley, and then Elizabeth.
Elizabeth's younger.
34 and 31. Maddie, you did 100%. 9 for 9. Great job.
Woohoo! I told you I'm good at this shit.
Oh, I wanted to tell you, I saw this just earlier today. Netflix released like their infographic on what's coming up.
Ooh!
Unsolved Mysteries, October 19th.
They're doing the second dump.
The second dump. Yep.
Yes!
I believe it's 6 more episodes. Netflix.
I still want to know what happened to fucking Ray.
I don't know if that will be updated, but I believe there will be updates. All right, so reports are in. We talked about cuties last week.
Yes.
Netflix's cancellations are up.
So what they're getting rid of?
The amount of cancellations over the past week was significantly higher.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant what Netflix is canceling. This is how many people have canceled Netflix.
People have been canceling because of Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Now, one thing I have learned that I did not know before. So I mentioned it was a French film, but I did not know that So I guess the premise of the movie or the way they use the sexuality of the kids, it's like done in a way to make it look wrong. Which I did not know. It's not like, I thought it was just like I was looking at a scene of these kids dancing. But the point of the movie, which I have not watched and don't intend to watch, is that the sexualization is wrong.
Okay.
Which makes me feel a little better.
A little.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah. They're still doing it.
About a week ago, the hashtag cancel Netflix was a top trending hashtag on Twitter.
Yep.
That's when the cancellations began. Okay, so the cancellation rate on one particular Saturday after this hit was 8 times higher than a normal Saturday cancellation.
Okay.
We don't have words on how many people actually quit. And let's see, Netflix. Okay, they still have a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, I think they're going to be okay.
All right. A lot of people might be watching Cuties because of all the controversy.
Yeah, it's almost like sometimes it works in reverse.
52% of people who watched it say they did so only because of the fuss.
Yeah.
If I were to watch it, that would be why.
Right. I had no interest or even knowledge of this movie until people started doing that, or documentary, or whatever it is.
Then after they watched it, according to The Hollywood Reporter, 72% of them said they thought the controversy was overblown.
Okay, I could see that too.
So there you go.
Okay.
Also, got excited to see that MTV is bringing back for 6 episodes 6 new 16 and pregnants.
Really?
I adore this show.
We're still getting pregnant at 16.
I love this.
There's been so many seasons of people being this shit is hard.
Okay, if you want the teen moms, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're expanding the universe, yeah. But the actual 16 and pregnant, there's only been maybe 4 seasons.
Okay.
And they're all awesome.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm sad about is it's only 6 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, I could go for more personally. So
they might be the next teen moms. The saga continues.
I mean, to be honest, I don't want to say ditch the old girls, but
their kids are 11 now.
Well, that's the thing.
It's a long time to be in front of all of that.
The show it's kind of, they're not teen moms anymore.
Right, yeah. They're adults, living lives, buying houses, having more kids.
Bentley's almost old enough to be a teen dad.
Right.
It's getting a little... I don't want to say boring, but it's getting a little boring.
Yeah. We all get boring when we get to that point in our lives where we finally do figure our shit out, and then I'm not there yet.
Me neither.
But don't get it confused. I'm not there yet. But yeah.
I go through I turned to Brittany a few nights ago and I'm like, how do teen girls do this by themselves? Could you imagine doing this when you were in high school by yourself?
No, I couldn't imagine doing it by myself now.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I agree completely.
Whew.
So there was that. I saw this that made me sad, and I wanted to know if you had the same reaction. So correct me if I'm wrong. You're like me. Mm-hmm. My favorite Christmas movie can change on the day, but I've got a stable of 4.
Okay.
One of them is definitely Elf.
Yeah.
There was almost an Elf 2.
Oh.
But the reason it didn't happen, according to James Caan, who played Buddy's biological father in the movie, was that apparently Will Ferrell and director Jon Favreau didn't get along.
Oh.
And
How can you not get along with Will Ferrell?
that's what I was wondering.
My God, he seems like a blast.
And apparently Will was all set to do it, but he wanted to do it without Favreau. But because of the way his contract was set up,
it had to be with him.
Had to be with Favreau, and then they decided they didn't want to work together.
Well, maybe that's for the better, because sometimes
there doesn't need to be a sequel.
Yeah, sometimes when another one comes around, then you're just like, now you ruined it.
All right, now correct me if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, I won't even bother with this story.
Okay.
But you love Forrest Gump, right?
Love it.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
So
Who doesn't? If you don't, fuck off.
Fair enough. Winston Groom died.
Which one's that?
And he's the author of the book Forrest Gump
okay.
that the movie is based off of.
Right.
So I found this interesting, I'll call it a list, but it's an article about ways the movie differentiated from the book. And it's so interesting. So Winston Groom died. He was 77 years old.
Oh, that's so young.
But there was a lot of major differences. For example, in the book, Forrest Gump is 6'6" and 242 pounds.
He's gigantic.
Yeah. He said
Tom Hanks is not 6'6".
Correct, or 242 pounds.
Or even close.
I would call it, and especially in that movie, he was like small.
Yeah.
The author, Winston Groom, originally envisioned him being portrayed by John Goodman.
We talked about John Goodman. I looked him up and I was like, I know who John Goodman is now, but now I can't remember.
He's the dad on Roseanne.
Got it. Yep.
Let's see. He's a little rougher around the edges than he was in the movie. He does have more of a sex life, and he swears a lot.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. He joins a band with Jenny, and he smokes a lot of pot.
Good for Forrest. Okay.
Because he's so big, he isn't a runner like he is in the movie. In fact, he never ran from the bullies as a kid. He punched them a lot. He would beat up people.
In the book, Forrest didn't even run.
Yeah, he didn't run.
That's like the biggest takeaway from the entire movie.
Forrest, run. Exactly. Yeah, but he wasn't.
I'm devastated.
There's a lot of changes. So
that's so sad.
Well, in the movie, where does he meet Bubba?
In the war.
Nope.
No war? Or no Bubba? Or no what?
He meets Bubba at the University of Alabama, not Vietnam.
Forrest Gump goes to college.
At the University of Alabama.
Fuck off.
But he flunks out after 1 year.
Well, yeah.
He and Bubba do go to the Army.
Okay.
It's not Bubba who teaches Forrest about shrimping. It's a Vietnamese man that he meets in Vietnam in the war.
Okay.
Bubba does die in the war. Forrest does end up giving his shrimp company to Bubba's family. Let's see. Forrest has more jobs in the book. I kind of want to read the book. He's an astronaut, a chess champion, and a professional wrestler named the Dunce.
Oh. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go on record and say I like the movie better.
Okay. Isn't this kind of interesting, though?
It is, yeah.
Because
not only, I mean, there's not too many books that I've read that have been turned into movies. Like very few. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? Or movies that I've watched that I've read the book. But usually it's like when someone's like, oh, it's way off. It's just someone being picky as shit. You know, and someone's like, that wasn't in the Harry Potter book. And they fucked up the movie. You know, it's always people like that are just too picky. This is not even close.
Listen to this. Forrest learns how to play chess from the chief of a cannibal tribe that he spends time with after a mission to Mars with an orangutan named Sue. He befriends an orangutan. He joins a cannibal tribe. By the end of the book, Forrest still has the orangutan Sue by his side. He's working as a one-man band in Georgia.
How long is this fucking book?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Where he reunites with Jenny, and he does meet his son, Forrest Jr. They don't end up together. Forrest and his ape settle in New Orleans, where he continues performing for Street Change. Jenny does not die in the book. She marries somebody else.
Jenny does die in the movie, doesn't she? I forgot about that part.
I believe she got AIDS. Or wasn't it something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
In fact, she actually left Forrest while she was pregnant with Forrest Jr. because she saw Forrest kissing another girl.
Forrest is not getting laid that often.
He's that's your thing.
I mean, if he's an astronaut, he's pulling it. For show.
He's got an cannibal tribe.
Yeah, he's a wrestler and an astronaut?
Chess champion. Yeah, I mean, the guy's lived.
Good for him. Good for Forrest.
Something like that. Do you care about new emojis coming your way next year?
Sure, even though I don't make it even through a fraction of them as it is.
I just use like a couple.
If they're in my like recently used,
exactly.
That's what's getting
Otherwise,
used again.
Otherwise, you don't stand a chance.
Even if somebody died, I'm laughing at it. If there's not a sad one in there, that's it. Sorry.
Or if it doesn't just appear when I type a word,
right?
You have no chance.
We're over it.
So we still haven't gotten the ones that are supposed to come this year haven't come yet, including things like pinching fingers, a mouse trap.
What does pinching fingers look like?
I imagine like this.
I did know that was coming because it's like I can't wait to send it to Kent. Like my patience is this fucking thin with you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a penis joke.
Well, that too.
Sorry, Kent. Let's see. So the pinching fingers. There's a mouse trap.
The point.
A ninja.
The point.
I can get with a ninja.
I'd get with a ninja for sure.
All right.
But a mousetrap. Why? Why do we need it?
There's a huge mix of genders and races for all the couples.
That's good.
Let's see. A man and a woman with a hipster haircut and beard. A heart wrapped in bandages.
Oh, I like that one.
A broken heart.
Yeah.
A heart on fire.
Ooh.
A face with swirly eyes. I guess maybe like drunk.
Like
or
acid or something.
maybe.
Okay.
A face in the clouds. And the last one I have is a face puffing out smoke.
Like mad.
I don't know. There already is a mad one, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's not. Oh, when I think of face, I wasn't thinking of like a smiley face. I was thinking of like a person face.
Okay, maybe.
But yeah, there already is a smiley face that has like the smoke blowing out of its nose. Like,
I could see that sound.
I send it all the time.
Want to get your opinion on this?
Okay.
A fifth grader in Florida got in trouble at school because he wore a Hooters face mask. Did you see this?
No.
I want to know if you thought about this.
He got in trouble?
That's what I said.
Oh my gosh, it's 2020.
Girls
Did you know girls have titties?
It doesn't even say titties.
Right.
First of all, their logo is an owl.
Yeah.
I remember clearly in sixth grade, there was a girl in my class. She wore a Hooters t-shirt.
Yeah.
And she wore it all the time. And it
Yeah.
wasn't an issue. It's whatever.
Why?
That's what I said.
That's so annoying.
So we're on the same page on that
Yeah.
one. I saw
What kind of trouble did he get in? Did he have to take it off? Did he get like suspension? Do we know?
he had to put on a different mask, and his dad is making a big deal about it. He said there's, quote, nothing offensive or derogatory about this mask. And I agree with him.
I agree. Matter of fact, I'm going to make Woodson one when I get home.
A Hooters mask?
Yep.
I can see you totally doing that.
And a little Hooters t-shirt to match.
You can get those anywhere. You
Yeah.
can go to Hooters. You can probably get
yeah.
one. So there's a new app, and I wanted to hear, or at least, I don't know if it's being developed or if it's out. Actually, they say it's called Mole.
Okay.
So maybe it already exists.
Okay.
And it will let you hire an anonymous person to spy for you. Ooh. Let me explain what this means. So
I want to be that person.
let's say Kent said he's going to the mall, and you don't believe him. You can find who has this app at the mall, and then their phone will feed you a live video at the mall. You know, or like if your husband says he's at work and you don't believe him, you can have someone, you know, who's in the area say, hey, go to this office.
And see if you see this truck.
Yeah, or just let me, you can just get a live video.
I like this app.
Wanted to get your thoughts. Go ahead. Keep going.
I know Shelly is psyched.
By the way, she sent me a text. She's ready to come on the show soon.
I know.
She said
will
November.
Yeah, she said after she's healed from her facelift, she'll be on the show.
I'm excited for that.
Same.
Is this something you could ever see yourself utilizing? I would like to think that, you know.
I mean, I track Kent's every movement anyway. No, I'm just kidding. I think that if you're like that desperate to be like,
That's the thing.
then it's like maybe get the hint.
I mean, it's
You
like,
know, like-
I could not live with myself if I didn't believe my wife when she said she went somewhere.
If you're that like paranoid, then maybe that's not meant for you, boo boo.
But I mean, if she says she's at a cycle class and there's someone with mole at the cycle class, like I might want to be like, hey, can I, you know?
Especially if it's the bike behind her.
And if
I wanna
she's-
see that ass.
If she's there, yeah, please take the bike behind her and just focus it on. I just want to watch.
Yeah, I'm just here for a good time. I mean, it's literally there's no purpose other than to try to catch people doing something they're not supposed to.
Well, yeah,
be
no,
doing.
that's the purpose.
You know what I mean? As a parent, though, I could see myself utilizing it
I didn't think about that.
for my kid. You know what I mean? Like, say I've got a teenager who says he's going to the movies with his friends, but he's really going over to some girl's house to get her knocked up at 16. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I see as a parent me utilizing it more than like as a wife.
Good for you. That's
Yeah.
good.
But I'm glad to know it exists just in case I ever do.
The internet's freaking out because Christmas stuff's already on sale.
Oh, shut up. I'm so tired of people complaining about when people decorate for what. Shut the fuck up. Why does it matter if Becky has her Christmas tree out? I don't give a shit. Put your Christmas tree up, Becky, if it makes you fucking happy.
Put your tree up, Becky.
Hashtag put your tree up, Becky. You know, when people are like, oh my God, it's not even Halloween yet and there's already Christmas stuff out. I'm like, fucking wild idea, Susan. Don't fucking buy it. Walk the other way.
You know what, Maddie? There's nothing I can add to that. I feel like every episode there's a time where I'm going to be like, Maddie, you have a way with words. And this...
I just don't understand. It's the same thing with literally anything. Like, if I want to marry a woman, why the fuck does somebody else care? Like, I don't care what you're doing in your house. You want to put your Christmas tree up, Becky? Hashtag put your Christmas tree up.
It bothers people. Well, they'll say they'll say it bothers them because of like the Bible or whatever, but really it bothers them because they're assholes.
True that. And also, isn't Christmas
right? The same people complaining about gay marriage.
Some fucking God shit? Like, I want all of you Bible thumping people out there, I want you to put your Christmas tree up right now.
My mom doesn't like when I curse, but you just said, isn't Christmas some fucking God shit? That was the best line. I'm pretty sure it is. No one hates being in a group chat more than me.
I know that you hate group chats. I would never do it to you because I know how much you despise them.
Thank you. And I don't even know how like that became a thing. Everyone seems to know that about me now. But thank you, and F you to the people who don't put me in them. A survey asked people what you do when you're in a group chat you don't want to be a part of. What do you do if you're in a group chat you don't want to be a part of?
I leave it.
You leave it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I usually just mute it, and then I'll check it like at the end of I'll check it in an hour or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm like in a group message with my mom and my sisters every day. I have that one muted just because like I don't want to leave that conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just don't want to get notified every time someone
and
wants to make a
sometimes
joke.
they'll get on a roll and I'll be doing something and I don't want my phone to be going off, 500 times. So it just depends.
The radio station was the worst at that. I don't know if you got him as much as I did, but
I'm like, we all are working in the same hallway. Like, why can't we send it to one person and pass it down?
but it's just like, oh, guess what? There's a snowflake. No notification. First of all, who in the absolute hell is getting their school closing notifications on the radio in 2019? Well, it's 2020 now.
I'm so glad you said something because every time that happened, I wanted to just be like,
we would say it to each other.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if it's because we were like the younger station or whatever. But like, if you think one single human being,
right,
is getting that information from the radio.
I mean, the schools call your phone now and tell you if there's a delay or a cancellation.
There is 30 legitimate sources that people would do before the radio.
Especially going to our website. You know what? Like, they're really not typing in.
Get me to Kiss FM. I need to find out a school. Where should I go? Let me go there. And like, no one is doing that.
No one.
But we'd get in this group chat every time a snowflake fell. And don't forget to send them to the website after you read them twice a morning. Like, can you imagine we're wasting this precious airtime?
Yeah. There's nothing funny about it.
And it wouldn't even just be schools. We'd have to do like business closing. Like, Alcoa is going to be on a 2-hour delay. Oh, do you think the Alcoa people are getting it
on their way to work? And they're like, God damn it.
How did I not know this?
Turn around.
Between Justin Bieber and Billie Eilish, I heard that my business was closed. Like, what the hell?
Thank you for this useful information. No, I agree. I'm so glad you said that.
Oh, God, they're still stuck in just decades ago. Mm-hmm. Decades ago.
We ain't with
Speaking of decades ago, I saw this question. I was curious. What's the oldest piece of technology in your house?
Ooh, I guess probably a DVD player.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Because I have a VCR. I've got 2 VCRs.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a VCR.
I'm trying to think if I
Wait. I have a PlayStation.
1? No, you have PlayStation 3.
No, well, I do have that too, but I have another PlayStation.
Oh, God.
Gray,
I have
the gray one.
I have an old Nintendo. You have the gray one?
Uh-huh. The gray PlayStation.
That's a PlayStation 1, pal.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the oldest.
That's like 1996.
Yeah. I think my DVD player had to have been bought after that. for sure.
Oh, DVDs were after PlayStation.
Yeah. So
DVDs were like the turn of the millennium, like around 99, 2000,
Okay.
DVDs became a thing.
Well, then
you have
my
a PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not mine. It's Ken's.
Well, I mean,
but
boy,
yeah.
I forgot about my Nintendo. That's 1985.
Okay.
So that's older than my VCRs. So some things that people said on Reddit, a top-loading VCR with dual tuners for VHF and UHF. You probably don't even know what that means. A microwave that's older than most of the people who live in my house.
I think my microwave's
We bought our
Barely.
microwave, so it was...
actually.
Go ahead.
When did dishwashers come out? Because my
That was
dishwasher,
before my time, before I was born.
my dishwasher that's in my house had to have been original.
Really?
In my house.
So that's older than your PlayStation?
And my house was built in 1950.
I don't
It's
think...
got the crank on it and everything that you have to turn.
Hold on. Let me find out when were dishwashers invented. Because I don't think they were around in 1950.
Either way, it's got to be like the first generation of dishwashers because it's even got the little crank on the outside that you have to turn. It still works just fine.
Oh, whoa. It's way later than I thought.
Okay.
Josephine Garris Cochran invented... Sounds like Cochrane. Joseph Garris Cochran
They're not worth the money.
invented the first useful dishwasher in Shelbyville, Illinois.
Oh, well, that's not that far.
Patent... Oh, whoa. Hold on a second. I thought
Okay.
it was 1986. It says 1886.
Oh.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. No, like when's like a power dishwasher come out? Like you had the hose ran to it. You got the electric ran to it. When did that come out? Because that's what I obviously that's
yeah,
what I have.
I've got to know the answer to this.
It's got the crank on the outside, and it just has like normal wash, heavy wash. Like that's it. It doesn't have any of the fancy things inside that spin around or anything. It's just like a generic old as shit dishwasher.
Okay. In the United Kingdom, non-electric dishwasher, 1924. Drying elements were even added to his design in 1940.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the version of my dishwasher. I'm
Okay.
just going to look up a 1950s dishwasher and see what it looks like.
By the 1970s, dishwashers had become commonplace in domestic residences. I'm willing to bet it was the 70s that you probably got a dishwasher, that your dishwasher's
Okay.
from. By 2012, over 75% of homes in the U.S. have a dishwasher.
Yeah, see, the 50s dishwasher looks a lot older than mine.
Let me see what one looks like. I can't imagine one from the 50s would still be in your house. That's
Well,
just,
a lot of them are like in compartments, like with
yeah,
other
there's
things
no way.
or like that.
I've never even seen anything like that.
Me either. And they go
Try
for a
a
lot.
try a 1970s
Okay,
dishwasher.
1970s.
I don't know why I'm so invested in this.
I am too. That's exactly what mine looks like, kind of.
You probably have a 70s dishwasher.
Yeah, it's got like a crank on the outside of it.
You got a crank on yours?
Yeah.
Look at you.
It has like a little stick your fingers. I mean, it's not metal like that. It's a plastic one, but same difference.
A rotary phone that still works.
Nope.
Cassettes, but not a cassette player.
I don't think I have any cassettes.
I think I have some cassettes of like old radio shows I did, and I think I still have a way to play them.
Cool.
A reel-to-reel tape recorder. I never use one of those. That's like almost like film and a projector kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
A Radio Shack handheld keyboard. And
What's the point of a handheld keyboard?
I think it's like a okay, so they were big in like the 80s, like a Casio keyboard, like it has like 8 or 16 keys on it and you can play music, you know?
Oh, okay.
And then this one was funny. It says a Rolodex of business cards. I'm 25. Do you know what a Rolodex is?
No.
You don't even know what one is?
Oh, is that the thing that spins?
With
okay.
people's like information on it.
What'd
Like,
you say about 25?
a 25-year-old answered that question. So it's really old to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I know. It's like an address book kind of sort of thing.
That you flip
Yeah.
through. I associate them with businesses.
I still
more
have
than
like an
homes.
address book where I have addresses physically written down in a book.
That's not too uncommon,
Yeah.
especially you just got married, so you needed them.
That's literally why I have it.
Yeah. Twice as many couples have broken up this year than last year,
Wow. Well, COVID.
according to dating.com. I'm sure it's because of COVID.
Yeah, it's got to be.
67% of new users on their site say they went through a breakup in the past year. The year before, only 34% of people did. The vast majority of them were living together. The two reasons people said they split up were too many fights and learning new things about the other person that led to the end of a relationship.
Yeah, you do learn a lot about each other when you're together all the time.
Yeah. Thankfully, I hate to say it like this, and there's definitely things that it stopped us from doing, but Brittany and I had a lifestyle, especially after we had Will, where it's like, we want to stay home anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I don't have a problem staying home.
and we genuinely enjoy each other and we have fun with each other, so
Yeah.
it wasn't bad for us. But if like things did go sour, what a terrible time to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Saw this, made me want to get your thoughts on this one.
Okay.
As someone who just had a wedding.
Yep.
This went viral. I think it was on Reddit. It was a couple, and they said that your meal depends on what you get to eat at our wedding, depends on the value of your gift.
I saw this.
All right, you want to talk about it?
Yes.
Here, first let me give you the way the menu read.
Okay.
If you gave a gift of $250 or less, you got to pick roast chicken or swordfish.
I've never given a wedding gift of $250. Let's start there.
I have, but I was a best man.
That makes sense.
So I was like, yeah, I was in your wedding. You deemed me to be your best friend.
Right.
I will step up.
Okay.
My normal gift is $100.
Yeah.
If I'm in your wedding, you get a little bit more.
Right. That makes sense.
I stepped up a little bit for you because you gave me a $200 gift.
Yeah.
I know you paid $200 for it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be like, I give you 100. I can't give you half the gift you gave me.
Well, trust me, I wouldn't have even thought of it.
So I stepped it up for you because you were so kind to us.
Well, we're besties.
And your gift changed our dogs' lives.
And I'm unemployed.
Yeah, so we wanted to help you out. If you gave between $250 and $500, you got to choose between sliced steak or poached salmon.
Oh.
If you gave over $500 but less than $1,000, you got filet mignon or lobster tails. God, I could go for some lobster tail.
Oh my gosh.
And if you gave over $1,000, you got 2-pound lobster. Oh my God.
Yup.
A souvenir champagne goblet, or the vegetarian or kosher option.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, it says those options weren't even available to you. Like, so if you're a vegetarian, you were out of luck unless you gave over $1,000.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Wow.
People are tearing into this couple on Reddit. What says you?
Well, I'll say what I thought when I saw this the first time. What I'm doing is circling the 2-pound lobster, forgetting my gift at home, and then never speaking to them again.
So you got to make sure you get and then you're not.
I'm going to lie my ass off. Absolutely, I'm not even bringing 250. So if I'm not going to meet any of the criteria, I might as well just circle the lobster and and have a nice evening.
Perfect.
What are they going to do? Literally, what are they going to do? They can't sue me. You know what I mean?
You're probably right, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I can tell you from experience, because I do weddings, I'm telling you, COVID has had an impact on people's weddings.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't know if it happened, like, I don't know what you were expecting versus what came, but, like, there was one wedding where, like, they were like, we're going to have 250 people here.
Yeah.
And it was less than 100.
Oh, there was not nearly as many people at my wedding as I thought there would be. Like, I remember looking around and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, there was maybe half the people we invited.
Do you blame COVID? Do you blame your switch date?
Both. I primarily blame the switch date. I think people just forgot that they lost interest. They wasn't as exciting.
I had a question for you, too. What? So remember, you said there were 2 other people we used to work with who were invited. You only invited 3 people from the radio stations to come, and I won't reveal who the other 2 were.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear from them? Because
No.
they RSVP'd yes.
Yes.
And then they no-showed.
Yeah.
I would never do that without an explanation.
Yeah. Oh, no. I reached out to everyone that hadn't RSVP'd the second time around again, and they did respond and tell me no.
Wait a minute. The people I'm thinking of? The 2 people I'm thinking of? Oh, so you knew they weren't coming?
Right. I knew that they weren't coming.
Oh, I thought they stood you up.
No, they RSVP'd and then never RSVP'd again. I had to reach back out to them and ask.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't know you needed us to re-RSVP.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. But I
knew you were going to be there anyway. Yeah.
You knew I was going to be there.
I knew it.
So you knew that they weren't coming.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they stood you up.
No.
There's only one.
Well, I mean, kind of they did because the reasoning and it's just bullshit anyway.
Can you tell me? Or do you not want to do it on?
I will. I will later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It wouldn't. You don't even know these people anyway. I guess one of them was a radio personality for a minute.
For a little bit.
The other one was not an on-air personality.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you care about the top Halloween costumes? I have kids, adults, and pets.
I want to know kids for sure.
Okay. Top 10. I'll just breeze through these.
Yeah.
Princess. Spider-Man. Superhero. Ghost. Batman. Witch. Vampire. Frozen characters. Pumpkin.
Still on Frozen.
Yeah, right? And cat.
I'm going to blow all these kids out of the water when my kid comes as a carrot.
Is he doing it?
I feel like I should run with it. He told me he wanted to be a carrot for Halloween. I feel like I should run with it.
We got Will's Marshmallow Man costume.
Did you? Is it the best?
Yes.
I feel like he doesn't even need a costume. He's already looking a little
So
marshmallow.
we're concerned he doesn't like wearing it. Like it might be either uncomfortable or hot.
It just is. It's just what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's just- sorry,
It's
pal.
just- yeah.
You'll thank us later.
Tough shit.
Um,
Yeah, when Woodson was Frankenstein one year, he hated wearing like the little head thing, and I'm like, just for pictures, put it on.
do you want adults or pets, or do you not care?
I'll do adults, sure.
Witch, vampire, cat,
This is exactly the same as children.
Batman, ghost, pirate, zombie, nurse, princess, and then 10th place is a tie between Doctor and Spider-Man.
I'm really upset about this. I was hoping to see more like things that I knew, like more pop culture stuff in there. I was hoping for.
Yeah,
And the best I got is Frozen.
It's not a great list. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
And then here, I got one more thing for you.
Okay.
We can find out if we are good spouses
Oh,
by 1939 standards. So this has been kind of going viral on
Gotcha.
social media. It's from, hold on, I need to get a source here. It's from like some old magazine. And they said these are the ways to be a good wife and a bad wife and good husband and bad husband. But
Okay.
again, it's from, what is that, 90 years ago or 80 years ago.
when my dishwasher was invented.
All right, so let's find out what would make us a good. All right, here's what makes you a good husband.
Okay.
You're nice to her friends. I'll say check.
Yeah, check.
You remember your anniversary. I always remember that.
Check.
I remember our dating anniversary. You're kind to her, even if no one is watching. I got a sweet text just today that said, I love you because you're kind to me,
Oh.
among other things. So I'm going to say check on that.
Yeah, check.
You ask for her opinion sometimes. I'm nice enough to see
It's like
what she
1939, and they're like, you ask her opinion.
Sometimes. Yeah, every once in a while you check in on her. You let her drive the car if she needs it.
Well, yeah, today that's a little different.
Once in a while I'll say, Brittany, here. You
Take it.
You take it. You read the paper out loud to her.
I wouldn't say it's the paper, but if something was interesting that Kent thinks I should know, he would like read it out loud off his
I mean,
phone.
if I see something on Facebook, sure,
Yeah.
but I'm not reading the.
I know. Yesterday
Let's
I
go to
read
the
like a
sports
whole
section.
dialogue of like Facebook drama to him. I'm like, oh, and then
Honey, get a load of this. They say one day they're going to put a man on the moon. Put those car keys down.
there's a guy that goes to my gym that reads the newspaper while he rides a stationary bike.
No kidding.
I think it's epic.
I just feel like newspapers going the way of radio.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, and way before then even.
you think?
Yeah.
I think it's neck and neck. Signs you're not a great husband include flirting in front of her. I would never.
I'll allow it at the strip club only.
Comparing her to your mom or to previous wives.
No.
I would never. Talking about how life was better before you got married.
Yeah, that would probably make you a pretty shitty husband.
Not saying excuse me when you burp.
I burp on Kent.
Criticizing her in public.
No, Kent would never do that. I would beat his ass.
She would destroy
That's what
me.
I'm saying. Like, you want to insult me in public? Well, then I'm about to really make a fucking scene.
And I'm like 60% sure if a fight broke out between me and Brittany, she'd probably win.
yeah, I'd whoop Kent's ass for sure.
Well, I mean, you
First of all,
probably.
he's got balls. There's nothing on my body that hurts as much as what hurts him if I kick him right in the dick.
She always thinks like anytime something hurts my balls, it's like I'm being dramatic. Like she has no idea that feeling, but she knows that I'm
Listen,
faking.
I've seen it happen, and I know it shit's got to hurt.
I remember one time like
I'm
my
going
dog
for the
was walking
jugular.
over me on the couch, just took a square to the nut, or took a ball square to the nuts.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, stop being dramatic. Like you have no idea.
It can like make you like throw up.
Yes, it's so bad.
Yeah. See,
I've
there's
never-
nothing on the exterior of my body
That would hurt.
that would hurt
correct.
that bad. So if I ever needed to win a fight, I'd know exactly where to go.
All right, enough about me. Let's talk about Maddie.
Yeah.
Signs you're a good wife by 1939 standards. We'll wrap up with this.
All of them.
You serve dinner on time?
Yep.
Do you serve dinner on time?
Yeah, I would, like tonight I knew I would be late, and so I already have stuff cooking in the crock pot.
You would be late. That doesn't make you a good wife. You play an instrument?
Oh, fuck.
You get.
I just thought of something.
Do I want to know?
It was just.
What? I can't leave it alone now. What are you laughing
I was just
about?
saying, I play the flute pretty well.
Are you talking about a skin
I was
flute?
talking about a dick.
All right. You get dressed up for breakfast?
No. Oh my gosh, I don't even eat breakfast. I intermittent fast.
You're a good housekeeper.
Oh, excellent.
That one
I am
hear.
excellent.
You always put the kids to bed.
Yep.
You run.
Well, I mean, he comes with me, but yeah.
You run any big purchases by your husband first.
I have to. It's his money.
You let him sleep in on the weekends.
Yeah.
Do you? Mm-hmm. That's nice of you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not happy about it. I'm going to really unload the dishwasher with a lot of aggression.
On the weekends, 100% of the time, we get up at the same time.
Yeah. No, I'll usually let Kent chill out for a little bit.
Even before Will was born, it was like, we get up at the same time.
Yeah.
No matter when we go to bed.
Yeah, I would say it's probably half and half. But if he wants to lay around in bed for like an extra hour or two, I'm all right with it.
All right. Lastly, signs you're not a good wife by 1939 standards.
Oh, I can't wait I need to get my ink pen out.
Disliking kids.
Oh, well.
Listen.
Don't really have a choice there.
I adore my son, Will.
Right.
Every other kid can go F themselves.
Even Woodson?
Woodson's great.
We'll make that exception.
I just don't like
I feel you.
kids.
I
You know
feel
what
you.
I mean.
Yeah, I feel you.
Being late for appointments.
Well, when you got kids, sometimes that shit just happens.
You got it. Listen, you have one job. That's to be a mother and a housekeeper.
And to make dinner on time.
Letting your cold feet touch him under the covers.
That's what would make me a bad wife?
In 1939.
How are my feet supposed to get warm?
That's on you, pal.
It's a lot of work.
Being a backseat driver.
I am guilty of this. I am guilty of this too. I usually will drive if we're going anywhere because he drives me insane.
Getting jealous. And then strangely, the last one is wearing red nail polish.
Oh, you whore!
I guess it was kind of hoary back in the day.
Okay.
This episode of the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West is brought to you by Gold Tree Realty. If you are looking to buy or sell your home, you definitely want to talk to our friends at Gold Tree Realty.
Yep.
With Gold Tree Realty, you'll be dealing with experienced real estate agents and investors. They can handle sellers in any conditions, so if your property is ready to go with no repairs needed, or if it needs a little TLC, Gold Tree Realty can get you that sold sign on your lawn, sometimes even with a cash offer in as fast as 72 hours. And if you're looking to buy a house, Gold Tree Realty specializes in helping buyers find their dream home. Give Andrew, Jason, or any of the experienced and knowledgeable members of the Gold Tree Realty team a chance to help you buy or sell your next home in the Evansville area. Call 812-432-2556 or like them on Facebook, facebook.com/Gold Tree Realty. Once again, that's Gold Tree Realty, 812-432-2556, and by State Farm agent Mary Rokicki. If you're looking for auto insurance, renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance, or life insurance, you should definitely talk to my State Farm agent Mary Rokicki. Or if you have any of those policies with somebody else and you think you might be able to get yourself a better deal, talk to the best. Talk to Mary. For the past 11 years, I've been trusting State Farm agent Mary Rokicki with my personal insurance needs, and my favorite thing about it has been that she treats her clients like family. Mary has always been in my corner, looking out for me, making sure I'm getting the best rates possible. I know I can trust Mary, just like a good neighbor. In fact, this is a great time to talk to Mary because just this summer, State Farm had another auto rate decrease, which I see in my statements, and I love it.
Yep.
State Farm is the #1 auto insurer. Getting a quote from Mary is always free and takes about 10 minutes. Find out how much those 10 minutes can save you and your family. Call Mary at 812-473-2863. I'm so glad I did. That's my trusted State Farm agent, Mary Rokicki, 812-473-2863. If you'd like to advertise on the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West, please email therobspodcast@gmail.com.
I forgot one thing.
I was going to say, is there anything else we needed to do?
I needed to sniff my armpits.
Maddie had to sniff her pits. How they smell?
It's not my best day.
Not your best work?
Not my best work.
All right. Oh, did anyone send you messages looking for...
Not a single person.
Look at you. But you know what? You don't accept a lot of Facebook friends anyway.
That's true.
Well, there's
But I
your
do have a
update.
public Instagram at Maddie Got Fired.
Is there anything
In
else?
my Venmo.
Why'd he mess?
What a mess.
I already know it. We'll see you next week.